Welcome to Team Fam. This is going to be part two to the Dark Magician deck profile, and I'll show the extra deck and the side deck. So there you go. Enjoy. Oh, also, if you get an opportunity, please check out my webcomic kingsofthewastelands.com and post the page every week. So if you have opportunity, check it out. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. And yeah, the key to the deck, Dark Magician, the Dragon Knight. He says he protects your back row. Your back row is unaffected by cards. Period. If they try and destroy any of your back row, it doesn't work. Period. Nothing gets destroyed. And you have this and Eternal Soul is a lock. There's just no way you can get rid of these cards. It's freaking amazing. I love it. I have one Amulet Dragon, just in case. Like I like to use it against the True Draco matchup, because I can get rid of all their ongoing magic cards. Because, you know, mainly True Draco only plays a couple traps, maximum, like maybe 4 or 5, if that, but usually like 2. So they rely on the ongoing magic cards. So you bring this out, banish all those magic cards, and he has no way to use his ability unless they have a trap card in the grave, ongoing trap card. But just a little tech. Then Dark Paladin. Dark Paladin against dragon decks, it's a wrap. Plus 500 for every dragon type in either player's graveyard or in either player's field. And you can negate magic cards by discarding a card. It's awesome. Next, I have the Link lineup. So I have Link Spider to go on top of Dark Magician. Because one thing I noticed is if you have Dark Magician in the field and you don't have any in your hand or any in the graveyard, at the main phase 2 after I attacked, I will usually summon Link Spider on top of Dark Magician just to get rid of Dark Magician, so the next turn I can special summon Dark Magician from the graveyard and then set off Dark Magical Circle. Next is Decoy Talker. Well, I mainly use Decoy Talker to open up the extra monster zone, so it gives you 2. Not that I really go into it too much, because usually, between E-Bomb Magician and your fusion Dragon Knight, I mean, you're pretty straight. But in case you need to go into it, he's there and he can negate targeting effects by destroying. And that's the cool part too, is that if I bring out Dark Magician on one of the arrows, I'm not worried about killing Dark Magician to negate an effect, because I can bring him right back. The reclusion in his deck is ridiculous. Next, I have Proxy Dragon, so I can get rid of 2 monsters. It's generic, so I can get rid of whatever monsters on the field that I need to get rid of. Like, for example, if I need to clear up some space in my extra monster zone, I can kill the Dragon Knight and then bring it back with Eternal Soul, just to bring out Decoy Talker. Then I have Ib, and she's really pretty much just protection. Then I have number 42, Galaxy Tomahawk. He's pretty awesome because he can create tokens and leads into a lot of the Link fodder, bringing a lot of Link monsters out. Then I have my XCs, number 1 XC, the one you go into the most, E-Bond Illusion. You only need 1. I mean, once you bring him out and you special summon a Dark Magician to the field, then it triggers off Dark Magical Circle. I mean, it just sets everything up. It's ridiculous. And then you can bring it. Usually, I just bring him straight off on the deck. So if I already have a Dark Magician in my hand and one in the graveyard, I usually try to bring the last one from my deck so I can use the Pot of Desires and Allure Darkness and things of that nature. And then when you attack with a normal monster like Dark Magician, you get to banish 1 card in their side of the field. So if you can't already tell, the whole theme is banishing. I just want to banish as many of your cards as possible and get you down to 2 to 3 cards in your hand. Then I'm feeling pretty comfortable at that point. Next, I have Ebon High Magician. Um, I really don't go into him. I haven't really found a reason to really go into him, but it's pretty cool to have the option of playing trap cards from my hand and quick play magic cards. So I have him there in case stuff happens. Then I have number 11, Big Eye. He's a dark spellcaster, and he can steal your monsters. Just give me your monster, and then I'm attack with it and kill you for game. Then we have Naruto, the moral leader. Amazing, because he can negate spell or trap cards by getting rid of XCs, and you can use him to go into Ebon. So usually, what I usually do is bring out, because the Apprentice Magician can come out by special summon by discarding a card. I can bring out to the field. So if I have 2 of her in my hand, I'll bring 2 out, bring out Naruto, and then bring out Ebon on top of him, because you can overlay Ebon on top of the moral leader, and then you can start special summoning dark magicians to the field. It's freaking crazy. I love it, and you can't beat that. He's 2700 attack. I mean, that's nothing to shake a leg at. You know what I'm saying? Then we have Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon. In case we get to the end of the game and say attack for 7500 and you have 500 life points left. Main phase 2, bring him out and let you burn yourself to death, and game is over. Last but not least, because trick stars are a thing, Performage Trapeze Magician. Pretty much what he says is you can't be burned unless the burn damage is higher than his attack. So pretty much you're not getting burned. So you don't get burned, you're unaffected by the burn damage. And he's 2500 attack. And on top of that, he could pick a monster in the field, and that monster can attack twice in the battle phase. So pretty versatile, can do a lot of different things. I had to put him in here. He's pretty amazing. So let's go on to the extra deck. We have Dark Hole, pretty self-explanatory. Spell Shattering Arrow. The deck that really beats this deck is what we call it, Pendulum Magicians. Ah man, because they're spellcasters, so they take away my my field card doesn't really work against them. So what I have to do is side out a whole bunch of back row hate. So Spell Shattering Arrow burns you and destroys all magic cards on your opponent's side of the field. So it's pretty cool. More back row hate, 2 Cosmic Cyclones. Pretty self-explanatory. Some more Pendulum Magician hate, Dimensional Barrier. Oh, Pendulum Magicians, Xyz, and Fusion. So invoked, stuff like that. Next, I have Soul Drain, which shuts down the graveyard. So if I'm playing Burn Abyss or any deck that relies heavily in the graveyard, dinosaurs, I usually side that in. Mind Drain, because it stops hand traps. So if you really hand trap heavy, like 13, 14 hand traps, and it gets annoying, I can put this in the deck and stop that from happening. Some more Board Wipes, Forensic Tribute, old school. Because ABCs is a thing, I play System Down, banishes all my machines in the graveyard and on the field. Freaking amazing card. So, I mean, just devastates ABCs, shuts them down. Along with Kaiku and this, if I'm playing ABCs, I'm ready. So if I don't draw it, I don't draw it, but I'm prepared for it. Some more ABC hate, and this is hate for ABC Cosmo and all that other stuff. Even though it shuts down Eater Millions in my deck and a lot of my banished stuff, if I'm having a real issue with you as far as I can't keep Kaiku on the field, I might have to go drastic and play with Iron Wall and rely on Dark Magician to just clean you up. And here's a little spicy tech for those frogs or even spirals. The only key, well, I heard about this card through, oh man, another Yugi-tuber, and overcapacity pretty much states it whenever your opponent special summons a monster, which people special summon all the time, especially with frogs, you get to flip this over and banish all face up level 2 or lower monsters in the field. So quick fix, all the frogs gone, banished, they're out of here. So they have to find another way to make it happen. So anyway, that's my build. That's what I decided to play. You could play any way you want to. You could make on any changes you want to. But after playtesting this deck for months, this just works for me. I really, unless I draw a bad hand or they, you know, have a well-placed hand trap or something like that. Because some things is a game of luck on top of a chance. So nothing's guaranteed. But I'm prepared in case stuff happens. So anyway, thank you so much for sticking with me on the deck profile. And if you like what you saw, you like the content, please like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. Help Team Fam, Yugi Fam grow and get bigger. This is all about families and helping anyone the best way I can. So thank you so much for watching the video, and I bid you adieu.